Hi, so I am just here to tell you about what I'm going to do. I'm going to make some little hug rugs, and I'm going to actually, they're mug rugs or hug rugs. You can call them whatever you like, a hug in a rug. We have a little campaign going, and we want to make rugs that are this size, which are 4 inches by 4 inches, which fit perfectly under a hot mug on a table. It's a little coaster, and we are going to mail them randomly to people. And so some of us in the studio are doing this, and we hope that you'll do it too. We just feel like sometimes people are having a tough time, or a lot of people have had a really difficult year this year, and we just want them to know that we're thinking about them and that we care. And so this is the idea of our little hug rug. So I'm going to hook one, and I'm going to give you some patterns and some information. So basically, we got a 4 inch by 4 inch square. And I'm going to draw a little design on there. I was playing around with some designs. I'll just show you what I came up with. I had I'm just going to pull that up a little bit so you can see a bit better. Hang on. There we go. There we go. I had some floral designs, which I kind of like, and I had a seashell. I had a little tree, a little sunflower. I had the rose and a little posy, and then I had this one, which was hugs, which I liked, which is kind of based on the famous Robert Indiana Love rug. So I don't know if I have enough room to do that or not, but I'm going to try. I know I don't have enough room to make it really specialized, but I would make it a really fancy font. But I think I can write hugs. Because I want that to really contrast, I'm going to bring this down again now, so you can see me hook it. And I'm just going to turn the frame so that, no, not going to do that. There we go. Okay. So I'll get my hook. And I want a really high contrast color for the letters. So I'm going to do those in, I think I'm going to do them like in either white, or we could go with a gold. A strong old-fashioned gold would be nice too. Yeah, I might do hit and miss in the background, so probably don't have room. So I'm just going to go with the gold and try that. White or gold? White, gold. I'm feeling the gold. Okay. Well, we could do this too. We could do in 4 different colors and sort of play off another artist who does quadrants. I don't know, who was that artist, that famous artist? I want to say Andy Warhol, but I'm not positive. Okay. So you're going to hook your letters quite tight together. And I'm going to make mine, when I do these little hug rugs, I'm going to make them all different. But they're all going to be 4 inches by 4 inches because, you know, it's just a little symbol of thoughtfulness, really. So if I did that, H. Then I do my U. Then we're going to hook the G. And so this is kind of a serif font because I have these little tags on the end of it. Come down a little longer here. There we go. And now because they're really small pieces, there isn't room for like, you know, it's pretty hard to make 8 or 10 colors in these pieces. So I'm going to stick to the gold for the cross over here. And divide this into 4 little areas. And then I'm going to choose 4 different colors for the background. I'd like to stripe the background and in a traditional hit and miss fashion, which is all different colors, but I know the letters will get lost in a piece as small as this, at least the way I hook in my chunky, full kind of manner. So I'm going to resist. So I feel like this year has been an exceptional year for all of us, and people have been through a lot. They've experienced a lot of loneliness. They've experienced a lot of sacrifice, and I just want to send out randomly to some people who supported my business over the last year. I'm going to send these out randomly in the month of May. So let's get 4 little colors. I think I want a red for sure because I love the way red and gold work together. I could even do a mottled red if I wanted to. A red to a pink. And I'm going to grab a green. And maybe a blue. A green, a red, a blue. I'm going to just do it all in yarn, just keep it simple. Blue, green, red, blue. I want to say tan, but the gold won't stand up off the tan. So maybe a gray, maybe a mottled gray. That might work. We'll start with the mottled gray. We'll see. Sometimes when you're hooking, so I'm going to outline the letters again, kind of as I hook. I'm going to go around the corner here. You can see that. And on the corner I go really tight just to make the corners really tight. And I like it that there's a little mottling in this gray. You'll see it come up to gray now pretty soon because it's a variegated yarn, and I think that works. I'm going to go around the H a little bit, make sure the letters stand out. Oh, this looks really nice. I like it. Okay. There we go. And I'm just going to make sure that's a nice straight corner there. Ooh, I'm going to have to pull up a little bit more yellow there. Keep my corner nice, the edge of the yarn. Okay, there we go. So there's my H. I'm going to cut my skein of blue here. And again, this is a mottled glue, which I think will look nice. And I'll put that in the alternate corner. Like here and here, these will be mottled and the other two might be solid. And the first thing I'm going to do is go down and straighten out my corner here, because I want these to have a nice straight edge. There we go. And when I get around the letters, I might just try to maybe hook a little bit lower than the letter itself. Just a tiny bit so that that gold stands out, you know. Okay. So I'm going to finish hooking this. And each one will take you, you know, probably half an hour, I would say. So you could send these off to a couple of people for about an hour. And we checked with Canada Post, and the cost of mailing them is about $4 to the US and about $250, I think, within Canada. And we put them in a, you know, just an envelope just a bit bigger than this with a card and a note on the card. And we're going to leave you a PDF with some ideas for cards and let people know what we're doing here about our Hug in a Rug campaign. It's not even a campaign. What is it? It's like a hug in a rug. It's like spreading joy, just spreading a little fun and a little love and a little joy. So there's my S all done nice. Looks pretty good, I think. Got your ends there. I'm going to put in the red. Right here. And every one of these that gets sent out will be a little different because we're all hooking them our own way and with our own stitch and with our own hand. And if you're sending them to someone you know and love, you're probably thinking about that person as you make them. As you make it. So I really like that feeling of making something for someone and having them in your mind and in your heart as you make them. And again, as I get in and go around the G, maybe I'll just hook it a little bit lower so my G, not a lot, just a tiny bit, like, so it's not competing. There we go. Sweetness. People are good, and they like to do good things for each other. So we're carrying this out in May. We're all doing it together in May and in May 2021. But you can do this anytime. I think it's a great idea. You know, it's like mailing someone a card, right? It's something that they can have around their home for a little bit of fun, and they know you're thinking about them. But so don't, if you're watching this in another year or another time, just go ahead and do it. You don't have to be a part of a whole group doing it at once. We're doing it at once from the studio, so our studio community is doing it now. But I think anytime you want to do it. I'll get my corner nice and tight. I forget that sometimes. Now, all I'm going to do is cut this out and hem the back side of it. That's the most stable way. You know, you could cut it and put glue on it, but it's not. And you could glue, like spread glue all around, white glue all around the back of it. But I think it's a much more stable and long-lasting thing if you just hem the back side. So turn over your edges. I'm going to leave an inch all around. I'm going to turn over my edges, and I'm going to, the very last step of each of these rugs will be after I turn around the edges, like hand sew the edges, and fold it over on the corners. After I do that and that's called binding, I will block the rugs, which means I'll take a wet cloth and I will, like a wet white linen or piece of cotton, and I'll block them. Oh, this is so sweet. And blocking means that I take a wet cloth and I iron it. And so again, I'm going low around the serif there of the U. Just hold them back a little bit, keeping it lower. And so this is going to be my first little one that gets mailed out to somebody that I think might need a hug. And then some I'll just, you know, I really appreciate all the people who've been ordering this year. So I'll probably go to my order list from the past year and mail these out to different people. That's going to be my plan. So that's part of the Hug Rugs campaign that we are doing. And I say campaign, but it sounds so formal. It's a bunch of people getting together. It's the studio community are getting together, and they're sending out hugs in the form of little tiny mug rugs to different people. And there is my hug rug. Turn my frame around so you can see it. Hugs. See you guys. Thanks for watching. HookingRugs.com. If you want to find out more about the Hug Rugs campaign, there's a free download there under our online courses. So see you later. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.